Bit of an odd one this. Not really sure what I'm going to title it yet. Something as clickbaity as possible, obviously. YouTube is a weird and wonderful place. I think I'm right in saying something like 300 hours of footage are uploaded to YouTube every minute. So it's almost impossible to police, which is why it needs its community to contribute and get rid of those horrible video nasties. So like a great many things in life, there's a few people who spoil it, but for the most part, people contribute and consume YouTube in a very constructive way. And there's all sorts of talk at the moment of various regulations coming in that will limit how it operates, and I think that will be a terrible shame. I shall share with you now anecdotally this week as to why that's the case. I follow a YouTube channel called Jerry Rig Everything, and if you're unfamiliar, this is a channel where a gentleman takes new technology and then tries to break it. Manufacturers are all the time boasting about how durable their screens are and the materials used. And this YouTube channel centres around trying to break those things, but not in a haphazard way, in a very organised and deliberate way, to see just how durable a lot of this stuff is. And so he's not commenting on, say, the battery life of a device. He's just investigating to see whether it will stack up to a lifetime's use. And so I did what I always do, which is start watching one of the videos, even though I might not directly be interested in the product that he's talking about. So for example, this Xbox controller has 20 headphone jacks. Intrigued me, but it's an Xbox controller. I don't use an Xbox, and I'm not really interested in Xbox. But his production values are always very good, he's very entertaining, and I thought I'd give it a watch. And very quickly it became apparent that I was interested in this product after all. Not because I'm going to utilise one, but because what it stands for. Microsoft are making huge efforts here to make gaming accessible to just about everyone, irrespective of how accurate your motor control is. So the idea of the 20 headphone jacks is to have a variety of different controllers, whether it be pedals or large joysticks or hand controls or whatever really, so that just about everybody out there, with sight at least, gets the game. And I think that's a great thing. And YouTube's background algorithms that no one really understands, including YouTube themselves, was doing its work in the background. And the next time I came to my YouTube feed, there was a video there featuring a chap called Zach Anna. And this was a Microsoft video, and it was Zach Anna tries the Xbox Adaptive Controller. The same controller that I'd seen in the Jerry Rig Everything video. So I watched it and I found it highly entertaining. Zach Anna is a very funny guy, and previously I had no knowledge of his existence. I don't remember seeing him pop up in anything previously. I'm sure I'd remember him. Now Zach Anna is a great many things, but the reason that he'd been invited to Microsoft and the reason that this video was produced is because he has cerebral palsy. I now know, after watching a number of Zach Anna videos, that I'm pronouncing that correctly. Cerebral palsy. And Microsoft had invited him to evaluate this controller. And in what I now learn is a very Zach Anna way, he did this with his own curious and interesting sense of humour. So from Jerry Rig Everything, I went to Microsoft and then onward to Zach Anna's many different YouTube channels. And in one of the videos, he plugs his book, If at Birth You Don't Succeed, which is obviously a reference to his cerebral palsy. And so I thought, well, I've been enjoying his content, and there's no direct way which I can say thank you personally, or rather there's no better way than taking his advice. So there we are. I bought the book, I'm about 10 pages in, and it's just as funny as the YouTube stuff. So the anecdotal lesson for me is that I should do exactly as I've done previously, which is sometimes something doesn't look very appetizing or look like it's focused to me at all, yet you give it a whirl and you end up finding a real gem. And this is one of the things that I love about YouTube. But one of the things I'm not so keen on is the fact that I don't have a direct way of rewarding content creators. So sure, I bought the book. That's fine, it was about 12 quid. But that was sold via Amazon, via a publisher, and so on and so forth. And you can say, well, people have Patreon, but that isn't direct either. That is to say, Patreon aren't doing it out of the goodness of their heart, are they? So this is a little project for me now. I'm really interested and really intrigued to see what manner and means there might be of being able to reward your favourite YouTube channels without it costing you an arm and a leg, and without everybody else that's associated getting their slice of the pie as well. So there we are. Just a short one to say, isn't YouTube brilliant, but we've still got some evolving to do until it's perfect. I'm very grateful to you for watching. Thank you very much indeed. Have a great day. Love you, bye.